This episode of Capes and Lunatic Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
I love Ben Reilly.
You know what that means. Welcome to Ultimate Spider-Cast. I am Phil. Joining me as always, clone lover herself.
Hey y'all, it's Lilith. And you know I'm gonna throttle Phil when I see him.
No, settle down, I'm married. Anyway.
Whoa.
Well, if you're listening on the podcast, it's the last week of the month, so you know what that means. Movie review. And of course, you know, last month was Amazing Spider-Man, so...
What this month could be?
Amazing Spider-Man 2?
Because we're 2 months away from Spider-Man Far From Home.
Ooh, nice. And the 3 villains. Good Lord.
It's like they can't help themselves. We'll get there. So, okay. Like, let's just get the technical stuff out of the way, right?
Yes.
So, okay. Based on the first movie, they had all these plans, these machinations for a shared universe based on that one. Mm-hmm. So they were going to do a Sinister Six movie. They were going to do another spinoff. What was it? Oh, they were going to do the Venom spinoff out of this one too. Mm-hmm. And then there was like even because Felicia Hardy does show up, there were plans for Black Cat.
Yes,
with Felicity Jones. So yeah, this movie screwed everybody's paychecks. Mm-hmm. So it is the 5th Columbia Pictures / Sony Marvel and last, I believe, collaboration.
Oh yeah, because the next Spider-Man movie, next month will be Homecoming. So yeah. So yeah, this movie screwed the pooch. And it's just like, how can you literally make the same exact mistake as the Tobey Maguire movies? Like, I'm so perplexed by this. I mean, it's technically the same people behind it. Mm-hmm. I mean, the producers, and they did have like 2 rewrites, from what I was reading from the original screenplay. So it's never good when you have to have more than one rewrite. I mean, when are these studios going to learn? I think the MCU gets it right. They take their time, but everyone else is just like, they want to
well, they were at that race of keeping the rights to Spider-Man, no matter the cost at that particular point, until they worked that whole thing out with Marvel. Yeah, but it's like, they have to make a movie, but they don't have to pack 20 villains into it. They don't have to, I think they did. Like it's a rights issue. Like, we have to use these or they're going to take them back or something like that. Oh, you have to have... I think that's what it was. Oh, I thought it was just you have to make a movie. I didn't think it mattered what was in it. Just as long as you make a Spider-Man movie, you keep the rights. I'm just assuming from how everything was. Like, okay, so they gave us this, and if we don't use this, then it reverts back, so... But let's get to these villains. I just have to say, I really think that Jamie Foxx was the most mismatched villain, not Paul Giamatti as the Rhino. I'm going to take my stance right there. I agree with that, and the whole thing with the Electro character, I don't care who was playing him. I don't think you really needed him in this movie. You want to know what's crazy? In Europe, Amazing Spider-Man 2 is Amazing Spider-Man 2 Rise of Electro. Now, the only reason why he got that billing is because it's Jamie Foxx. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Just saying. Oh, I thought they poured a Charlie Esser over there. Amazing Spider-Man 2 Electric. I would die. That would be hilarious. But yeah, so I think that, except for like bumbling around and like, that one battle in what was that Times Square, and it's just like and just being a plot device. What was Electro really here for? He was a plot device, and he's way more sympathetic of a villain. It's just like you kind of feel like sorry for the guy or whatever. It's like, what kind of Joker mess is this? Like, literally, I was just like, really, this is a Joker origin. This is not an Electro origin, if you ask me. Not even the Joker. I'm trying to think. It was ringing a bell, but I'm trying to think who. Just like, the bumbling, nobody liked me.
You said you were my friend.
Yeah. And so we also have Harry coming back. It's like, it's weird to introduce Harry in like the second movie. And it's like that whole plot with his dad. And I'm just like, am I supposed, it's too many subplots. I know. Number one.
And it's really weird. It's like the first time we see Norman on screen, you're killing him.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming he wasn't the Goblin. And if he was, I don't think he battled Spider-Man.
Now they did mention a genetic predisposition / disease. And I was like, amnesia?
Insanity? The hair?
And insanity, yes.
The white man cornrows? What?
I did enjoy the cast though. Like, I love Dane DeHaan. DeHaan? His name is confusing because it's not English, but the guy from Chronicles, the bad guy from Chronicles, where also, ironically, Michael B. Jordan got most of his recognition from, if you didn't watch The Wire.
And what did you think of, like, he was, like, kind of mutating all that,
Yeah, I literally didn't know what that was about. I was like, who thought that this was a good idea?
I'm like, it's just a costume and an arsenal. It's, you don't have to...
I mean, Electro got the better armor.
Yeah.
It's like, why does Electro need armor? I'm so confused what's going on here. And then Rhino gets armor, but the Goblin doesn't? Why?
And the Rhino, don't get me started. I mean, it's supposed to be kind of like armor, but it's almost like animal skin.
It was
a robot suit.
Yeah, it was a robot suit. It was biomechanical is what they said.
At that point, I don't know why it has to even look like a rhino. It's just, you could just have like a robot suit.
Well, okay, so here's where I think the movie went wrong when they cast Paul Giamatti. They told him it was his chance to be as over the top and hammy as he possibly could be. And that just didn't fit with the storytelling from the original Amazing Spider-Man, the first one. Like, it wasn't hammy at all. I mean, it was bad in its own merits on some things, but it definitely wasn't like hammy and over the top.
Yeah, no.
So I feel like Paul Giamatti, the way that they wanted him to play the Rhino would have fit better with the Tobey Maguire movies.
Yeah. Oh yeah, especially, dropping his pants,
Yeah. Which, I think that's a shout out to the comics. I feel like that is a comic book panel that I've seen. Mm-hmm. I just can't think. Might have been a Deadpool, though. Might have been in Deadpool.
And it's like he was barely in it. There was that scene, and then it was like at the end,
scene,
which could have been a good fight, but then that's where they end the movie, as they're like about to start fighting. It's like, okay.
And then they give us the Sinister Six drop, and I'm just like, oh, what could have been?
I know.
I was assuming Doc Ock would have been for the next movie if they were gonna.
Mm-hmm. Oh, or at least leading this Sinister Six,
or Fight for 4, whatever. Then they get 2 more. Fight for 4 plus 2 more.
Done with alliteration.
Exactly. And worst of all,
it's never going to be Sinister Six again, right? It's going to be Superior 6.
Oh, it doesn't have the same ring to it, though. Mm. But yeah, this movie was really long too. Like, I mean, this is pre-Endgame, not pre Lord of the Rings, but it was a long movie for a comic book movie.
Well, again, you had a lot. You had 3 villains. You had, It
was 20 minutes too long. I'll put it to you that way.
Gwen going away to college, and, what happened to her.
And did we really need a frickin' Captain Stacy ghost? Like, did Lear need a paycheck that bad? Really?
Well, how else are you going to drive it home, Lil?
I don't know. And then I felt really bad for, like, you get Sally Fields as Aunt May, and then you give her nothing to do. What a waste of money.
You're not my son.
Yeah, she was real. I remember why initially I didn't go see this, other than the fact that I hate Andrew Garfield. Well, she says that, they're really, like, not the best about that character. Mm-hmm. She's like, it's their money. I'll show up. But she literally said, about the movie, you can't put a 10-pound sack of boop into a 5-pound sack. It was on the Howard Stern interview, if I remember right. So
oh, really?
Back when I was still listening to Howard Stern, I was just like, Sally Fields curses? What the heck?
Oh, write in, people, if you want us to cover it. I got it today. Howard Stern Comes Again, the new book.
He does not look like that anymore.
Oh, please, it's airbrushed. He does, but it's like airbrushed.
It's airbrushed to high heavens. It's about as airbrushed as a Sex and the City poster.
Oh, blah, blah, blah.
Anyway. Is that book club material? Is that what you're...
Maybe. I mean, I just started it because, like I said, I just bought it today. But it's
Did you read the original one?
Oh yeah, I read both the other ones.
Yeah. Anyway,
but this is like more about the interviews and stuff. But anyway,
Stan Lee's cameo was also weak sauce too. I was kind of disappointed with it.
Yeah, especially after the first movie.
Yeah, I was just like, okay, how are they gonna? Oh, never mind then. Carry on.
Again, another weakness of the movie.
I just couldn't believe they actually did the Gwen Stacy thing though, because it's like it's Emma Stone. I can see if it was Emma Roberts, but it's Emma Stone.
Oh my!
Shots fired at the Roberts family. I'm sorry,
but I mean, you kind of knew it was coming because it wasn't the plan is like they were going to kill her off and then either bring in Felicia or Mary Jane in the third one.
Yeah. But it's like, I don't know, like, I just felt like this universe wasn't about that. It wasn't about that killing Gwen Stacy life.
And it wasn't even like a neck snap. Like, she hit the ground.
Yeah, I know. I was just like, wait, that's the tragedy of the Gwen Stacy thing is that, he didn't know what he was doing. Like, not that he let her fall. He caught her. That's the moment where you're like, oh, and then you hear the snap. And I was just like, these people, these are not comic book nerds.
It's just like... Yeah, his downfall here was slow web lines.
Exactly.
But I mean, I know. I kind of like. I don't know. I kind of like the end where it just seems like he gives up for a while, and then the whole scene with the rhino at the end and the kid. I like that. Call me sappy, but I like that. And then it's like, oh, here comes a good rhino fight, and then they end the movie. I'm like, what the heck?
They were gonna pick it up in the next.
Oh, were they? Oh.
Yeah. No, that was like the teaser. I'm sure you can find footage somewhere on YouTube.
Oh, really?
Probably.
Cool.
Yeah. I don't know.
And what did you think about the stuff there? Like they gave us more about Peter's dad.
I literally don't care about that. I was like, they're clones, they're robots. I don't care. They don't belong in the story.
The secret subway train. I'm like, what?
I was like, what is this, Shazam?
I'm like, no one found this? I'm just like, wait,
Arrow?
They've never renovated this subway station or the tracks, and there's no way no one could find this. What?
Yeah, I literally was like, you just wasted Campbell Scott, so congratulations on wasting all this money on these actors.
I mean, maybe they could have did more with it with the third movie, but I'm just like,
well, we're going to get Red Skull or whatever the heck that subplot was.
I don't know.
The Chameleon or I forget what it was.
Oh, maybe. I mean, I don't know if they had the rights to the Red Skull, but yeah, they could have did.
Yeah, Chameleon. Yeah.
Because I'm just like.
Because, I mean, that's the thing. It's just like, what? Why are we doing this? Why do we care? I mean, that's the whole thing about Peter is that he effed up the Uncle Ben situation. All he has is Aunt May. That's the Peter we know. That's the Peter we love. We don't care about anything else.
Well, that's the thing. That's the weakness of all comic book movies. It's just like, the comic books have months and years that get stuff in, then they make a movie. They're like, oh, okay, we got to pack all this stuff into a 2 or 3 hour movie.
But they really don't. That's the thing. And I think that's what adaptations need to learn is like I will say, I think that's why I think a lot of people like the Captain America movies because they're pretty slow paced and deals with like one thing, whereas all the other Marvel MCU movies tend to be like that. Well, him and Iron Man are pretty much the only ones that get those solo stories, know?
Yeah, I mean, the whole MCU, narrative, I mean, I know they're not always your favorite, but at least they spread it out over 22 movies. They didn't try to...
Well, they spread it out over 22 movies, but a lot of, like, Thor gets the shaft on the storytelling with the rushing of things. Yeah. All the Avengers movies are kind of jam-packed with a little too much, where Hawkeye doesn't get any love until the 22nd damn movie. Just saying. And even then, I'm side-eyeing that crap.
Well, but he's getting a Disney Plus series.
Yeah, but only for Kate Bishop. He's only there, and then he's gonna be killed off.
Get Kelly Thompson on the phone.
It's 8 episodes. It's a limited series, right? That's what I heard. I heard some of these are not gonna be ongoing. They're gonna be limited to like wrap the story up because.
I mean, I think most of them are probably. I think most of them are like 8 episodes. But yeah, if the ratings are good, they're not going to be like, oh no, it's a limited.
I don't know. They might Phineas and Ferb. I don't know.
Who knows?
Like Disney has a really bad habit of cutting shows short, with the exception of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because that's just an hour-long commercial. We all know.
But this movie, this Amazing Spider-Man 2, Dr. Kafka was a man.
Okay.
Some creepy German guy for some reason.
That's why I kept thinking, like, are we doing Red Skull? Are they allowed to do Red Skull? Is that going to be the reveal? He's alive? Chameleon? Like, I don't know. It was weird. Their choices were weird.
Just turn Ravencroft in like a torture, some weird German torture film or something.
Yeah, I did like the scoring, but that's not a surprise. It was Hans Zimmer, so it's just like, okay, Hansi, I see you. He's very distinctive, so I was just like, oh, well, at least they've got that. I did like the cinematography too. Mm-hmm. It's pretty. Like, it was very. I thought the color choices were a little too rich in some spots, but other than that.
But and the whole thing with Harry being the Goblin, you know, at least when the Toby ones, you know, we got Harry by the first movie. He didn't become the Goblin until the third movie. Here, you meet Harry. By the end of the movie, he's already the Goblin and mutated and killing Gwen. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Wow, that was quick.
Everybody, like, the thing that is like a good plus and a negative is everybody's looks like a little baby in this movie. Like, I didn't buy him as the Goblin. Like, you look like a little baby Goblin. You look like a goblet.
Yeah.
You're a hobgoblet.
He looked, I mean, he's not as bad as Baby Lex, but I mean, yeah, he did look young.
Oh, no, it's worse than Baby Lex.
I was just saying looks-wise.
No, yeah, like that age. It's like, and they're just fresh out of high school. They just graduated high school. It's so weird. They're talking about going off to college and SNAP and mutations, and I'm just like so confused.
I know.
I like college age Peter. There, I said it. I don't ever want to see. Well, I mean, we're stuck kind of with Tom Holland. He'll be graduating soon, hopefully.
Maybe by the next move. But yeah, well, that's my thing too. I like a college age or older Peter too, and it's just like seems like every iteration now you get either a cartoon or like these, you know, the current movies. It's like he's high school. I'm like, why?
Well, I mean, I get why they do it for the movies. They want somebody that can potentially do 10 years.
Yeah.
But, yeah, the cartoon,
yeah, but it's like, even if you give us like a 21-year-old Peter Parker, I mean, 10 years, he's still only going to be 30, 31.
That's old in Hollywood.
I know.
Especially if you're going to, well, I don't think they let Tom Holland do his own stunts, do they? Can he?
I don't know.
I thought it was a Tobey Maguire situation where he wasn't very athletic. I said it. I don't care.
I mean, it's easy. I mean, that's probably the easiest one to do stunt because I mean he's covered from head to toe. So
yeah. So I don't know. Like I said, I never really bought Andrew Garfield. I was like, can we stop hiring British people to play American superheroes? Like, I have a big issue with that. I do.
Can we get British people to stop playing red and blue superheroes?
Yes. Thank you. I'm glad I wasn't the one that had to say it this time around. I think I talked about it last episode.
Yeah.
Fight me, nerd. I mean, I think honestly, just off subject, I think people when they say, "Oh, Henry Cavill was a great Superman," they're just being polite. Nobody really believes that, except for maybe Tyler.
Yeah.
I think Tyler's the only one that sincerely means that.
Yeah, I hear people say that. I'm like, really? Really? Better than Christopher Reeve? Really?
You know, honestly, better than Brandon Roth? Really?
Hey, Brandon wasn't bad. They just
it was
a bad
just
movie.
They made him do. Yeah, it was like, yeah. And then all the criticism that he got, they gave him Henry Cavill the opposite. It's just like, well, it's two different universes, but we'll get there eventually.
I would have loved if they would have given Brandon the Man of Steel.
Yeah. That would have made more sense, but movies don't make sense anymore. That's what I've come to. It's like Marvel's the only place where movies make sense, I guess. That are willing to tell the long form story without rushing it.
I guess they, Marvel's successful because they know how to cast because, that Tom Holland, I mean, Danielle's not thrilled with I don't know why. She has a thing about Spider-Man. She's like, I really don't like the character of Spider-Man because we were talking about it. I'm like, you want to just take Luca to see Far From Home? She's like, no, I want to go. I'm like, I don't think you like Spider-Man that much. She's like, yeah, but I like Tom Holland.
Really? He's too short for me, but,
Well, I don't know that way, but because after Endgame, she was saying, she was saying, oh, Chris Evans, she's like, Chris Evans ain't that cute. Because she was even saying, she's like, She was rattling off a list of like,
he's like 50.
There was like 4 names. Well, no, she said she thought Robert Downey Jr. was even better looking than Chris Evans.
Oh, we might have to fight the next time I see her.
Well, she said who was better than Chris Evans? It was Robert Downey Jr., Anthony Mackie, Chris Hemsworth, and then Tom Holland. Yeah,
we're gonna have a long talk, you and I, Danielle.
Oh, don't be insulting that.
Don't ever put Hemsworth in that category. I don't get it. I don't get the Hemsworth thing. Liam maybe, but not Thor. I don't get it.
That's not America's butt. That's Lilith's butt.
Anyway, I don't know what they could have done to make me like this movie. Like, I just think from the story that they were trying to tell, I was never gonna like it.
Less villains. Try not to cram so much into it. It's like if you're gonna do the Death of Gwen Stacy story, maybe just do the Goblin. Yeah.
Why do we need Electro? Like, I don't understand. Like, who was clamoring for Electro?
That's what I'm saying. Except for that one battle they had, like midway through the movie, and then like the Goblin was using them as a weapon at the end. It's like, I mean, could take the character of Electro completely out of this movie. Does it change it that much?
No.
No.
And also, they killed the mutated, the genetically engineered spiders. I was like, oh,
no mouse.
I mean, yeah, I think Peter should have just gave him the blood, though, personally.
Mm-hmm.
And just, que sera, you asked for it, buddy.
I mean, he was juicing on something, so.
Yeah, the insanity gene.
Mm-hmm.
It's bound to happen.
No, I'm afraid.
And everybody was working for Oscorp. There's not another company to work for in this universe, I guess, because his parents were working.
Nobody we have the rights to.
Yeah, basically. I'm like, there's got to be other companies.
I mean, if you're not working for Norman Osborn, you're working for Wilson Fisk.
Touche.
Unless you're in the newspaper business. We never got a Jameson, like in this, neither the first one or this one.
Yeah.
I mean, I know print is dying, but you could have made like a online thing or something, or like a CNN thing, something.
Yeah. It was, it's a solid C+ movie. It's if it's on and you lost the remote, you watch it.
There's a couple scenes like I'll skip to, but yeah, as a whole, I'm just like,
Yeah.
Like I said, I like the end part, after she dies.
Like I said, I couldn't believe they did that to my poor little Emma Stone. I couldn't believe it.
I know. I was like, is this the plan?
Who signs up to be Gwen Stacy unless you don't read comic books?
I was going to say, maybe they didn't tell her what happens. So I was like,
you don't Google it before you sign.
Because I was like, was this the plan from day one, from the first movie that, eventually we're going to kill her.
It's like we could just stop just short and have a happy ending? No? Okay. I don't know. I'm just glad,
At least she wasn't.
Spider-Man deserved better. He got better. That's all I'm saying.
At least she wasn't sitting on top of a copier in this movie.
You're gonna leave Ron Howard's daughter alone.
I have no problem with her. Just the script, that movie, the writing in Spider-Man 3.
It's comparable. Just saying.
I know.
Poor thing.
There was no dancing in the street, though.
No parades either.
No awkward kiss. Don't do it, Spider-Man!
So yeah. What a wasted budget.
I know.
What's Andrew Garfield doing now?
I don't know. Wasn't he in that like that World War I or World War II movie after that? And then
Dunkirk?
Yeah, was that it?
I don't know. All those young British guys look alike to me. Unless they're Idris Elba. Like, that's the only one. I could tell you.
Well, those white British guys look alike, dude.
Oh, well, that and Cucumber Dingleberry or whatever.
Oh, Doctor Strange, Benedict Cumberbatch.
I mean, I know his name. It's just funnier to say Cucumber Douchebag or whatever.
No, it's Benedict Cabbage Patch Kid.
Benedict Cabbage Patch Kid. I better shut up before the Cumber bitches come after me. That's his fan group name.
Wow. Honest. So what did you give this movie? A
C+.
C+. Oh, great. I was going to go see, but I'll go see this.
Like I said, there's some good technical stuff. It's just that script. They needed another run through.
Yeah, I know. All right.
I mean, the cast was great too, and it's just a shame they got wasted. That's the thing I'm pissed off about. It's like, okay, Jamie Foxx. Yeah, I like Jamie Foxx. Yeah, not as Electro, but I like Jamie.
Oh my god, I would have paid they just needed to put him in the green and yellow suit.
I bet you even asked for. They were like, no.
And shoot out instead of being blue. Just put him in the green and yellow suit and just let him shoot lightning bolts out of his hands. Come on.
He was just nothing but a human like generator at that point. The way that they made his.
That's what I'm saying. He just ended up being like a weapon or a mechanism for the Goblin. That's it.
I don't think Jamie Foxx will ever do another superhero movie. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Columbia and Sony.
Well, no, he's doing Spawn, right?
That's not really a superhero. That's a anti-hero villain.
I know, but it's technically a comic book. You know.
And at least, that guy was originally black, too. So.
Oh, true.
That's another thing where you're just like, sometimes you don't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
Because you have to stay off the internet.
I know. Well, that's the thing. I mean, I wouldn't even care that it was Jamie Foxx playing Electro if they had just given him good material.
Yeah.
Maybe a better look.
Yeah, I didn't understand it either.
But that Smurf.
Like, it never looked good in the trailer either, so it was just kind of like...
What's the best you could do?
Seriously, so I knew when I saw the trailer, I was like, wait a minute, this is a trailer. This is what they want to put out for me to go see the movie.
Is this Amazing Spider-Man 2 or Smurfs 2?
You know what? Smurfs 2 was probably a little bit better. I'm going to give Smurfs 2 the edge.
This movie really smurfed us.
Smurfity, smurf.
Smurfed us right in the smurf.
Gargamel!
Hey, want to talk some comics?
Yeah, let's do it. Where do you want to start?
All right, so should we start with last week's comics?
Yeah, I mean, you can hear a little bit on Capes, last week's Capes.
Yeah. But I don't think we talked about, because, Charlie didn't get it, Free Comic Book Day Spider-Man.
Oh, issue. Yeah. My first comic book shop didn't have it, so I had to go to my second one for that one.
Oh, really?
They had all the DC stuff left, and I was just like, yeah, because it's old. Except for they had the Tale of Catwoman, though. I will say that was, the preview for it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, everything else was like, DC always does reprints, but...
Yeah.
But yeah,
this one was okay.
Yeah, again, I mean, they're all just basically ads for upcoming stuff, but still, I mean, Marvel gives you a little bit of original stuff, because the first story is, the upcoming Absolute Carnage.
Yeah, so,
coming in August.
Needless to say that Venom 2 is happening, obviously. Otherwise, I don't think they would really be, bothering with Carnage if that wasn't the case.
Yeah.
They coordinate. I try to pick up what they're throwing down. That's how I know all those kids from the X-Men movies are getting wiped out and they're starting over again. Because we're starting a whole new X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
So
Dark Phoenix is killing everybody.
Hey, that would be the best way to go. She just blows up the universe.
There you go.
And then the Fantastic Four kind of see the end of the universe coming.
Look, there's a door. Where'd that come from? I don't know. I heard a snap, and all of a sudden I saw a door.
Just saying. Let's clean this up. Anyway, yeah.
And then, what do you think of the second story with Peter and Miles?
I like their dynamic. I think it takes a real dummy to mess up that dynamic. So it was good. It was decent.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's almost like a Batman and Robin vibe.
Yeah.
Well, like a good Robin.
Well, he hasn't had a good Robin in a while, so. I think Tim, let's just say it. It's been since Tim.
I know. But yeah, they're basically arguing over what place in New York has the best pizza.
Yeah, because they're from two different boroughs.
Then they get some exercise by punching Shocker in the face.
As you do, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like we talked about, Shocker is just,
punching bag material.
Yeah. He's the lowest of the lackeys. He's interchangeable.
Oh, yeah. But didn't they do that in the Ultimate Universe? Yeah, like I think a couple different people had that.
Yeah.
Just like in the movie, yeah.
It's like, oh, it's yours now.
But I mean, yeah, if you're a Spider-Man fan or like a Venom Carnage fan, it's free, so it's definitely worth it picking up.
So like, it's a limited series or is it an ongoing? That's my question.
What?
The Carnage.
Oh, I'm sure that's a limited series. I don't think.
I like never know anymore. Everything seems to be ongoing for no reason.
Yeah, I don't know. I think with that, if it was an ongoing, it would just be like Carnage. I think with that title, it's like, but it's not until August. Ooh.
August is right around the corner, buddy.
I know. Well, it's still like.
I'm so sad. This is the first year I'm not going to Comic-Con in a really long time. Since 2011, 12 maybe? No, 10.
Looking up to see how long Absolute Carnage is.
It's more than 6. It's stretching it. That's all I'm saying. Carnage is not a character we have a long, deep, fulfilling arc with. I bet you Charlie buys it for Tristan, though.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm not seeing an issue count, but it just said it's the summer event, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not saying a count, but.
I mean, Carnage is fun, but he's like the appetizer.
Yeah, it's just like kill, kill, kill.
Yeah.
Not bad. What else we got? Oh, should we mention Spider-Man Deadpool 50 since that's the last issue?
Hasta la vista.
There was some good stuff here.
Adios con Dios.
we might have to cover some of that on Wade's World. Those first couple arcs with Joe Kelly.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Didn't we? We did one, didn't we?
Spider-Man Deadpool.
Yeah, I felt like we did one.
I know we did some of the Joe Kelly Deadpool stuff from like '97, but I don't think we did any Spider-Man Deadpool. Although I can check. I can consult Cape the Lunatic's Bible.
If it wasn't Spider-Cast, it was on a Comic Capers. It had to be. I feel like I remember doing a Spider-Man Deadpool team up.
I don't. Well, not on Wade's World, I don't believe.
Yeah, definitely not Wade's World. Okay. Like I said, I think it was Comic Capers. No, that can't be. That can't be right.
No, because we did so much Batman.
No, it's the one where he goes back in time.
Oh yeah. It was what was that? Deadpool 11 or something. Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking of. Never mind. Mm-hmm. There's always room for Spider-Man and Deadpool in my heart. I ship them secretly, not so secretly.
So does Wade.
Yes, it's the one thing we agree upon.
But I mean, it was a nice fourth Wally finale.
Yeah, and I guess that's what it was building to. I think it was always going to end at 50 regardless. Because that's a nice round number.
I was surprised they made it 50. I thought they were going to cut it off at like 25 or something.
Oh no.
The way the business is these days. Yeah, well, I didn't know if they were going to like cut it at 25 and like renumber,
Oh God, can we stop with the renumbering? Like,
thank you. Are you really bringing in that many more people with throwing out a new number 1 every year?
I don't think they are.
No, so it's like, go with it. I mean, at this point, a lot of the books, they'll put like, the legacy numbering in, like the new number. I'm like, just go with the legacy numbers. Who cares? Like when you were younger, did you care if an issue was like 300 some? No.
No, you just jump in.
Yeah.
You move forward, and if you care enough to go back, you go back. Good. Although, to be fair, back issues are getting harder and harder to find now because of the way that the industry is right now with all the comic-y events. And, yeah.
Well, I heard even like the older thing, all the back issues, especially Marvel stuff, the prices are going up.
Yeah. I saw something for $5 and it was DC from like 96. And I'm like, it wasn't even like an essential like book or anything. And I just turned around and I looked and I'm like, y'all need to talk to your boss. Like, cause I don't think he knows anything about comic books if this is what he's doing. Let me help you. This should be no more than $1.25. But at the same time, I got an Archie back issue for like $1. So I'm just like, I don't think you guys know what you're doing.
I think some people are just like, oh, superhero stuff, mark it up.
Yeah, yeah. And it's funny because they're actually moving back to their old location because they need more foot traffic. So I was just like, yeah, you're not gonna get over on me.
I'm surprised the Archie stuff isn't going up too, because just with Riverdale and everything.
Well, yeah, Riverdale has its own thing, and I think that's like a $3.99 book, whereas everything else is like $2.99 or $1.99. You know, everybody should do what Image does, and well, if you can, like they do their number ones at $1, like for their big series.
Oh yeah.
So, just I mean, I think it's the actual book, and it's not like downgraded or anything like that.
And did DC stop putting codes in their number ones because they were doing that for a while? You know.
Yeah, I think they did. I don't think they're out of the code game right now. Because I think that they're doing more digital, actually, which is why they do better on Comixology. Because, especially since Amazon bought Comixology, they've been doing a lot better on the digital, like just digital only.
You need to drop some codes in those books, DC. You need to hook the Charlie Essers of the world.
Yeah. What are you going to do?
I know. All right.
More Spider-Man books.
Yes. Continuing last week's Symbiote Spider-Man number 2.
Yes.
Which you said you enjoyed way more than number 1, right?
Yeah, the story is picking up. Get into it. Like, I'm on board for the concept now.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was going to be kind of like Deadpool Secret Wars or whatever. Like that kind of thing. But no, this is like actually like thoughtful.
Yeah, but no, like Peter David's good because it seems that, it seems like it's a story of that time, which I think he was writing stuff around then or maybe a little after this time. So, I mean.
Yeah, it's an interesting concept because we do kind of just brush over that whole situation. As Spider-Man fans.
Oh yeah, well I mean it was only like I think 6 months that he got rid of the suit, so
yeah.
And of course it's Mysterio who's popular these days.
I do not like Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio in the clips. Hopefully he's better in the movie. Yeah. I gotta keep somebody into taking me so I don't have to pay money for it. I don't know who it's gonna be.
We'll not pay money. But no,
first dates, buddy. First dates.
Oh hell. But anyway, no, what I was thinking is, what if that's the whole thing's an illusion? What if at the end, he finds out Mysterio doesn't look like Jake Gyllenhaal?
I hope they put Jake Gyllenhaal in a fat suit. Everybody gets a fat suit. That is my new thing. Everybody in Marvel needs a fat suit.
That'd be cool. But did I send you the link that I guess because Far From Home's coming out? They have a Mysterio Funko now.
Yeah.
Did you ever think we'd live in a world where we got a Mysterio Funko?
No, I don't want to live in this world. Because we have a Mysterio Funko. Like this is topsy-turvy. I'm telling you guys, Marvel is Skynet. Google is the Borg. You can't get away from Google. But Disney is Skynet. The end of humanity as we know it.
That's right.
Just FYI. I tried to mark my words. I tried to tell you. You didn't listen.
You have people.
Anywho.
All right, and last one from last week. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man number 6.
That was fun. That was actually fun. Like,
if you like the kid who collects Spider-Man, you would like this story.
Yes.
Basically, Peter just playing with this kid in the hospital.
A little heartstring tugging for you.
Because I saw the cover and I was like, introducing Spider-Bite. I was like, oh god, this is gonna be like a Bat-Mite thing or something. But no.
No, there's only one Bat-Mite.
Yeah.
There's one ambush bug.
But I was just like, are we getting a crowbar like a kid's sidekick in? But no, this was good, and the art was really good too.
Oh, so good.
Mm-hmm. Heck yeah, the colors on this are just amazing.
Yeah. I was I was surprised that I liked that story though, because I'm not, I hate little kids for the most part.
You don't have human emotions.
I have some. It's anger.
Lust.
Gluttony. Think they made a movie about it.
Oh my god, but then we got 2 books this week. Alright. Amazing Spider-Man 21.
Who's that on the cover?
Who? Black Suit Spider-Man?
Yeah.
And Vermin.
Might as well have the Pied Piper at that point, or the Rat Catcher.
We got a lot of Black Suit Spider-Man between last week and this week.
Hey man, it's a thing. People like it.
I like that suit, yeah. The suit don't look bad when there's no mouth on it.
Nitpicky fans, I swear.
But really good issue. You know, it's still hunted, but especially with Kurt Connors.
I was gonna say, yeah, like we're kind of finally coming out of that hunted hate. Like I swear, we were turning into the Clone Wars. I'm like, is this ever gonna end, or we're just gonna be stuck doing this for 2 years, spitting out every character from hunted?
We're just building up the 25 when we issue 25 or 24, 25 when we find out who that guy in the bandages is.
Well, it's what is it? Major turns at 25, so yeah. You know, that's the mandate. Like, it has to be something huge.
When we find out who Spider-Man's Hush is.
Yeah. I mean, everybody kind of has their good idea, so.
Yes. And then, oh my god. I know I always go off on these issues, but again, I say this every month. I think this one's my favorite so far. Spider-Man Life Story 3. Come on! Look what they did this issue. Secret Wars. And he's married to Mary Jane, and they're having kids. Come on.
They might as well just dedicated it to you.
That's right.
To Phil.
I mean, they can't pander every issue to Charlie Esser. They have to pander something to me. But we get Secret Wars, so of course we get the symbiotes, and I mean, look at that. Mark Bagley symbiote drawn. Holy crap.
I know. I loved his use of color. I really did in this issue.
Yes. When the babies and Aunt May's senile.
Yeah, that made me sad.
And it's the 80s, so it's the cool world. I love it's like the Russians were just waiting for all the superheroes to disappear so they could like try to bomb America.
I mean, honestly, if superheroes were real, which is kind of this premise, that's the smart thing to do.
But
create your own super soldier serum, whatever.
Mm-hmm. But I was worried. I was like, oh man, they're gonna try to pack too much into this issue. Secret Wars, the symbiote, and then Kraven's Last Hunt. But they did it.
Yeah, it felt organic, and then the pace was pretty good. It flowed pretty well.
And I'm guessing it looks like we're gonna get Venom's gonna not be Eddie Brock, but someone else.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's the only thing that I was just like, yeah.
I don't think. I mean,
I know, but come on. Can't take that away from me.
What?
Can't take my meathead away. Come on. Pumping iron. Come on, that's the thing.
Well, somebody else, well, all right, spoilers, it's Kraven the Hunter, he could be pumping iron for the next 10 years.
I don't know. It's just not Kraven's personality.
Oh, I know.
That's an interesting take, and I'm curious to see how that's going to play out. But I need my Eddie.
Yeah, at least Peter's smart in this. It's like, Reed Richards, the suit's live. Yeah, I know.
Well, that's because he's actually allowed to develop and grow as a character.
Exactly. Because and he actually, I think we said this when we were coming into Venom stuff. He's like, here, he's smart enough. Here, MJ, here's a sonic gun. If you need to use it, use it. Oh my lord, and did you see the cover for next issue?
Yeah.
Charlie Esser, Ample American Spider-Man. Oh my lord, are there going to be a bunch of Ample American clones running around? It'll be in the 90s.
Oh god, that would be hilarious.
Ben Reilly with a big beer belly.
Talk about your sweatpants Spider-Man.
Oh my lord, when they get to the 2000s, he's going to be like an old man.
Let me crawl. Talk about your web crawler. Hey-oh.
Oh. But yeah.
So what are they going to end it on? The 2000? Because he's going to be old.
Well, what is it? Is it 5 issues? Because 4 will be in the 90s.
I thought it was 6. I didn't know.
I think it might be 6 because that'll be the 2010s or whatever you call it.
Yeah. Well, I think that's stretching. They should just leave it at the 2000s.
Ugg
boots, baby. Ugg boots.
Well, unless he died, and they show his, his death.
Yeah. Oh.
Or unless the kids take over eventually.
We get a little Mayday Parker.
Well, he has twins. They had the twins in this issue, so.
Only one, though. Only one, not 2. It's too much.
Yeah. Oh, Lord. Is one going to go bad and one be good?
One secretly a clone and crumbles to dust. There's your Clone Wars for you.
Oh, Lord.
You just can't trust any old fertility doctor in New York.
House War. Good Lord. But yeah, the Spider-Man books are good. The current stuff's good.
Yeah. It's a good time to be a Spider-Man fan, finally.
Heck yes.
Now, if they could just bring back a decent cartoon.
Yes. Yeah, that's the one they have on again. It's like all like high school and stuff on the Disney Channel.
We had another one before that they got rid of when they folded everything in.
What?
They changed it. It was because right now it's Spectacular Spider-Man, right?
No, Spectacular Spider-Man was, what was that, like 2007?
Oh, they went on XD, and then they stopped that when they did something else.
Well, they had Ultimate Spider-Man on Disney XD. I think Bendis was like one of the people behind that. Now it's I think it's just Marvel's Spider-Man or something.
Okay, yeah, I
think Dan Slott's working on that. Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't have kids, so I don't have to keep up with it anymore. I'm just like, okay, it's over. It's fine. It's never going to be as good as the 90s anyway.
Although they do cross over because like they also have an Avengers,
the Avengers one, yeah,
and they have Guardians of the Galaxy. So didn't
they have the one with Deadpool where I remember that episode, the Avengers where it was Deadpool and Spider-Man?
No, it was that last Spider-Man. It was not this series, the previous one on Disney XD, the Ultimate Spider-Man.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay. That's the last time that I watched the Spider-Man cartoon. I was like, oh, Deadpool, cool beans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was like one episode, I think.
Yeah.
Although I mean, they were pushing the line for Disney Channel because there's, Spider-Man's like, you booby trapped it, and he says, "Oh, you said trap."
Yeah.
All right, should we get out of here?
Definitely. Still bitter about my no Deadpool animated series.
I know. Come on, shop it around, people.
Just kiss and make up with Taylor Swift.
I wonder if once this Fox stuff gets rolling at Marvel, could we see that on like
Hulu?
Either I don't know if I was gonna say if they don't do it on Disney Plus. What about Hulu? Yeah, because you could have a rated R Deadpool animated.
I don't think they would do rated R. PG-13. That's the best we're gonna get.
Well, I mean, the Marvel Netflix stuff was TVMA, wasn't it?
Was it?
I think for most of the violence.
Maybe Punisher. Everything else was kind of like
yeah.
Oh, maybe Jessica Jones for that
sex scene.
Yeah.
Every so often you got one. So
trust me, if you haven't seen full male frontal nudity on Netflix, you haven't dived deep enough because Netflix is into that.
All right, let's get out of here. All right. So Electro month comes to a close. Next month, of course, since we're going to be doing Spider-Man Homecoming at the end of the month. Vulture month. So here, let me pull out some comics. Next episode, we're going to be covering Amazing Spider-Man 240 and 241, featuring, I believe it's the first time they gave us an origin for the Vulture.
Really?
Yeah.
That long?
Because I believe it's Roger Stern writing this, because I just heard I was listening to an old interview with him before, and I know he was saying, like, Vulture was one of his favorites, and he's like, I got on the book, and he's like, and I realized, like, it'd been years and years, and no one had, like, given Vulture, like, a definitive origin, so I was like, okay.
That's so funny. Mm-hmm. That's how comic books used to be. Now everybody has to have an origin, even if they don't really need it. Maybe even 3.
Oh, yeah.
# still better.
So yeah, next episode, Amazing 240 and 241. And then the next episode will be Spectacular Spider-Man 186, 187, and 188.
Oh, that one is dope. Yeah.
Funeral arrangements, yes. And then we've been threatening it. The third episode, Amazing Spider-Man 386, 387, and 388. With the conclusion to the Peter Parker parents'
Birdman. That's all I can think of now that we're doing Vulture.
Harvey Birdman.
Yeah.
All right. So do your homework. Read those issues. Send us your feedback. Send it to capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook. Ultimate Spidercast. At ULT Spidercast on Twitter and at CL Sidekicks. CL Sidekicks on Instagram. The voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And check out Work in Progress, capesandlunatics.org. And Miss Little Hellfire. If people want a comprehensive list of every movie on Netflix that involves full frontal male nudity, where can they contact you?
If you guys want to be pervs on the interwebs with me, you can find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire or on Instagram at Lilith Hellfire86 because 69 was taken. Seriously, if you have at Lilith Hellfire69, DM me. We need to talk.
All right, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Next 2 months, we'll be getting some good Spider-Man movies. Once we get to Far From Home, we'll cover that probably, opening weekend. So, might have some friends with us, and we'll cover it at the beginning of the month. Hey, comes out first week in July. All right. Come back next time, everyone. Swing on back.
Whip.